Hello, good afternoon. This is High Priestess Jamila, and I wanted to have a discussion with you all about the pricing of spiritual work and the various options that you have when getting spiritual work from me. Okay. Sorry I'm behind the camera. Okay. Even though today I don't look a day over 50. I'm not on camera for this discussion. Hello, hi. I got my warm sweater, well, almost warm sweater on today. But yeah, so I'm here trying to find a song that I want to play while you guys come in. I think this one would be appropriate. Okay, happy Friday. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. That was really weird. Oh, okay. That was somebody calling me about some property in Missouri. Okay. I don't know why they felt the need to call me back to back. That was weird. Okay. All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Happy Friday to y'all. Hello, sis. How are you today? How are you doing? So I wanted to come real quick and talk about this whole thing that has been going around, these rumors of how expensive my work is, and oh, it's too expensive, and it's too expensive, and it's too expensive, when it really depends on what you're getting. Um, it really does. And so there are many options that I have available. A lot, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of the clients that come to me, they have a lot of problems. A lot. They have a lot of issues. And some of those issues, um and we spoke about this yesterday or the day before, or like death magic and things of that nature, and I think that when it comes to death and destruction magic, a lot of the times those things um are things that make people self-harm. Okay, like not drinking enough water, or drinking too much water, or overeating, or other things. Okay. um and then there are some spirits, I've actually caught people conjuring the spirit of pestilence. I don't know why somebody would conjure that spirit, spirits of famine, so those particular cases, if you have, hold on, I got a client texting me. Okay. Those particular cases, to where you have something like that, to where it's like really really bad, those are that is going to be more expensive. Or for example, if you have a family issue, which is very popular, to where your family is at war with one another, or somebody marries into the family that's basically trying to eat everybody in the family. I'm not going to battle those spirits for cheap. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where things can be a little expensive. The one thing about it is that, like, for example, if you have like a generational curse, which can either be it can be done, it can be self initiated, which, when I mean generational curse that is self initiated, is someone within the family cursing everybody and just being a butthead. Or if somebody, it could be coming from the outside, which means that somebody marries into the family that is practicing really dark arts over your family. um you know those things can sometimes be done a little at a time. Like, for example, if I do a reversal on you, you can also get a protection from destruction jar working that you have to boost every new moon or every full moon. Okay. And what a booster is basically I boost the jar. Okay. Meaning that I reignite the intention of that particular working. Okay. You don't have to come in paying 1,500, which my generational curse reversal removal, of course, is more than that now. When I started doing that ritual, it was like 1,000. Now it's increased because it's been several years since then, and things are more expensive because of inflation. So that type of situation can run you to start, depending on what specials I'm running, can start at like a general curse removal reversal is 800. That's how much I charge for that. Because why? Because you're dealing with very awful, awful energies and spirits. Curses can be very bad. But like for right now, my curse reversals are still priced at 555. That's gonna change probably at the full moon. So, it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of me using my voice. It's a lot of prayer. It's a lot of meditation. It's a lot of invocations. It's a lot that goes into it. Okay. Especially if you have a situation that you have been avoiding for years or that you've been forced to avoid for years. Okay. Now, if you have those kinds of problems, please don't ever think that it's going to be a one and done. Please don't think that you're just going to be able to just up and then boop and bippity boppity boop and that's over. No. If you have a problem like that in your family, or with your ex or with somebody married into the family or some crapola like that, guess what? That's something that may take you a few years, or it's something that to where, like I said, I was talking to you guys about home protection wards, job protection. People do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? People can either be stupid or evil. You mix those two together and you have a disaster. Okay. Um, Now, when you think about other workings that you can have done, if you don't have the finances, you can still get help. Okay. My protection jars, they are $100 a piece. That's how much my protection workings are. $100. They need to be boosted every month, but they're $100 for me to do the jar. Job protection workings. Those are $100. Now, if you want to manifest money with that, it's an additional 250. That still needs to be boosted. You can always at any time make a donation to my Lakshmi altar. That can, whatever it is that you want to donate to Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha for money wishes, because I do have an altar for them, you can do that. Okay. Um, Court case work. If you can't afford to get full court case work, there is a court case jar that you can do, depending on what it is. Okay. Court case work is kind of on the expensive side. Again, I teach classes. Okay. If one-on-one classes, it's not a group class, it's one-on-one. If you want to learn how to do something, which would be cheaper. Okay. I still usually end up doing some of the work for you, but then there is packs. Okay. I do offer packs. Those packs are very, very useful. Okay. The packs that I offer are actually with the spirits that I am familiar with. You can get a pact with Saint Michael. You can get a pact with Lucifer. You can get a pact with Satan. You can get a pact with Lilith. You can get a pact with Lakshmi. You can get a pact with Hecate. Okay. All of those are offered. Okay. So it's not like you have to come in paying all this money. Now, if you decide, this is the one thing I can tell you, because the number one person that was out here hawking and squawking about how I'm a fraud, I'm a fake, da 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 da. Because I refused to be friends with her anymore. I was like, hey, I kind of let her fly. She got mad and joined a cult. Like, what? Like, I don't understand why people do that, basically. Like, I'm not a damn cult leader. I am a witch that does work for individual people. Yes, I do offer group rituals and Sabbaths, and we have SBATs in between that. No, I do not have a cult. Not trying to brainwash you. I'm letting you know. So I literally had somebody out here She hasn't been on here in days or weeks because of the cult that she joined. I was actually looking at a video about a cult leader. Uh some stuff. Her name was Mother God. I don't claim to be God. You may want to back off of people that are claiming to be God. That's scary. We don't do cult. Mm-mm. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a witch that runs a business and I offer spiritual work and products and readings to people. And I'm not God. I feel very close to God, but I'm not God. And everybody has their own definition of what God is. You're not forced to follow any kind of doctrine except for don't attack me. That would be it. Don't attack me because I don't deserve that. Don't try to tell me how to do my job because the way that I've done it obviously works. Now, I have dealt with a cult. I've been dealing with a cult as well as a cult following. And this particular cult was the anti empowerment cult. That's what I call them, anti empowerment. And it was mainly targeted at Jamila, but it was for their cult leader. So I basically dealt with a cult that was basically attacking me, still attacking me for one person who is like a cult leader. Yeah, and they have harmed me. The way they did it was, boy, they were very obsessively flagging this channel. As you can see, it doesn't matter. I am a witch, so it just is what it is, okay? And so, witches are typically not cult leaders. We love to teach about the craft and inspire. It's a beautiful thing, but no, we're not comparable to cult leaders. No. Okay. Right, exactly. Exactly. So there are other options that you can take. Especially if you're just starting out, and so that's very dangerous. As you can see, none of my clients do that. None of them. In fact, I had what I call faux clients that came from that cult. They were with that cult. When they felt like they couldn't get in, they were still with the cult, even as clients, but they know that I helped them. Now they mad. Now they're going to do interviews, which, if as you guys can see, nobody has done that because I do quality work for my clients and I'm definitely authentic. Okay. It just is what it is. I have a cult leader that is obsessed with me, and it's kind of like, are you for real? Are you serious? It's like, do you know? It's not about who you know, it's about what you know. Like, don't do that. And so they were the ones that was going around, oh, her work is too expensive and da 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 da. I'm telling you straight up and down that anybody that comes from that cult, I'm charging you 10,000 up front. If you come from that cult, because I'm gonna tell you something, it ain't nothing but a bunch of stupidity and negativity condensed like a soup. It's ridiculous. So that's why I'm having this discussion today about pricing. Okay. My readings are $50 for 30 minutes, $100 for an hour. There's no need to charge any more than that for readings right now. They may increase next year. I run specials all the time. But Like, for example, in general, if you need protection, that's $100 for a protection jar. Some of my packs start at 100. Some of them, it depends. Okay. My classes, you can get a single class for $120. That's how much I charge per 60 minutes. Now, if you need a cleanse, that's 360. Other workings that I do that are more deeper can be customized spell work, and everything is negotiable. However, there are certain things that have set prices. Like I said, if you come out of that cult, and y'all know what cult I'm talking about, I'm not going to give them any upfront airplay today. And I personally think that whoever that cult leader is works with the demon Moloch. I don't work with Moloch. Okay. Um, 10,000. You, if you're willing to invest 10,000, then I know you serious. Otherwise, if somebody, listen, it's too many people that are associated with that, and I don't have time for it. Those of you regular folk that don't have nothing to do with that, y'all good. But I'm telling you right now that when you involve yourself with cults like that, even though they all have financial difficulty, the sad part about it is that something that is literally less than zero is going to end up costing you about 10 grand. You deal with me, is I'm going to charge you about $10,000, and you can't lie to me and say, "Oh, I've never spoken to that person." It's a lot with that, because I'm here to help the people, even though I do believe I've had some celeb clients before. They were probably not, you know telling me who they were, but I help common folk. Okay, I'm not celebrity, trying to be a celebrity. I'm a witch. Okay, so they were trying to force me to be in their cult. I'm like, I'm a freaking witch. Like, are you stupid? Like, and they're very angry because I can deal with groups of people. Of course I can deal with groups of people. You'd have to be simple minded to believe that you can't deal with a group of people. Like, oh my god, it's a large group of people and they're doing this and doing that. And it's like, no, I'm gonna deal with you, even if it's a group of people, even if it's a coven. A cult can be continued to be a coven, but let's face it, we all know what cults are. If I were to do some of the things, you can tell it's a cult when people continue to follow somebody and they just do and say anything. If I were to do those things, y'all be like, hell no, Jamila. I know you better than that. Okay. So that's how you can tell it's like a cult. And so, cult, people that are a part of a cult are quite annoying because they just don't know how to shut up. They just don't know how to stop being a follower. There's a difference between being a follower and having genuine love and respect for somebody and liking them or adoring them. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a big difference. And that I don't want that. I'm a witch. I do work. I'm very practical and magical at the same time. And so I don't do that stuff. And I don't feel that you have to have a cult or a bunch of yes people, to the point where, because if somebody was to like question what I say, I'm not going to go, oh, you just got to go. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person to where I accept, everybody's ideas are respected. I may not accept them as my own personal values, but it's still respected. And if you're like-minded, you are welcome to follow me in social media. That's the way it should work. I'm not trying to like, you know, and so yeah, that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? And even though I'm a high priestess, that is because I do have a coven. My coven is coming together in the physical. But I have a spiritual coven with a lot of spirits backing me. So that's just what that is. Okay. And so it's been a lot of weirdness on here, and I wanted to come and set the record straight on that. There, and I'm gonna tell you something. There are some people that they have just decided that their lives are gonna be destruction, and that they're gonna go out. And if they're gonna go out, and I don't understand what is up with these people and them going out all the time. I'm going down and I'm going out and I'm trying to take as many people with me as possible, and that weirdness. And it's kind of just like, eh, you know, I suppose all of us are going to die one day. It's kind of like the circle of life, but, when it comes to the physical body, but, just some of the stuff that I've seen, I'm not in nobody's cult. I'm not a runaway cult member. I'm not like, no. And spiritually, I will thrash the hell out of somebody. Don't even play with me like that. I am very Indiegogo. I don't play that mess. Okay. And I think the cult leaders wanted my energy. They kind of wanted me to be their genie in a bottle. You know what I'm saying? I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on in, let me out. No, Jamila's not your damn genie in a bottle. You can't just rub me and I'm gonna fucking open up my mouth and goddamn Pez candy gonna fucking fly out of my mouth. This is literally what these people were doing. It was like, really? Accept the fact that you need to go. It's very bizarre. I don't understand this stuff. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So, and I do want to start doing my little cute little projects and things of that nature to where you guys can just buy stuff. But, that's how I am set up, is to do spiritual work for people, or to assist doing spiritual work. Okay. So, that's just what that is. And so my prices are not that high. In fact, I was kind of thinking about sort of taking my prices down from the website, because a lot of people, they're looking for something cheap, and you're going to get what you pay for. Okay. So, it is what it is. But no, my prices are not that expensive. In fact, I don't charge half of what some of these other people are out here charging people. Okay, very reasonably priced, but I'm not trying to undercut anybody. And to be honest with you, I don't look at other witches and what they do. When you start a business, let's say you start a business selling peppermint spoons or something, or you start a business to where, you may be selling earrings or something like that. eh, You know, uh, you go out and you do price comparison, like, how, like, when you're looking at real estate, when you're trying to figure out how to price a property for sale. Okay, yeah, you're going to look at comparables in that neighborhood and determine what your property is worth that you're trying to sell. According, but you're going to go off of the comparables in that neighborhood. Spiritual work is not like that. So do I go to other witches websites and look to see how much they're charging to set my prices? No, I don't. No, I don't. It's that's not the business. Okay. I just don't do that. And then I don't feed or tether other people's energies and things of that nature. I don't do that. Okay. So everything is straight up traditional, authentic witchcraft, and it works. The people that are doing other stuff, it don't seem like it's working to me. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my business because I mind my own business, don't I? Okay. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say to you guys. And, there's nobody that, people, a part of the cult paranoia is to make you think that people can see you, and they're going to know that you got a reading from me, and they can't see nothing. They barely even can do a reading authentically. It's just, it's weird, y'all. I don't know what to say about what's happening here, but I can promise you that my prices range in variety. Okay. And it just is what it is. Okay. All right, guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I am accepting new clients. I'm always accepting new clients. I'm always accepting new students. So you guys are more than welcome to contact me. The link to my website is below in the video description box, and I will see you guys later. Okay. Have a good weekend. Have a happy Friday. Blessings. Bye.